Hey, Plant Pals, Mike the Kitty Gardener, and this is my normal uh, weekly update on what I'm growing on inside. What I'm growing inside, and about ready to start my outside going. Very excited for that. And a quick update on what I'm doing inside here. This is the Murasaki peppers. It's the purple pepper. I started on 423, so of course nothing's happening there. But just to show it, so I can, like I said, this is documenting for myself just as much as I'm showing it other people. I'll be back. One thing that is cool about doing this weekly update is I can keep track of all the changes that happen. These were two girls. I tried to pollinate them, but I don't think it took because they're turning yellow. I believe this one here, when I pollinated it, it just stayed green and just grew larger and larger. So I'm afraid these ones probably aren't going to make it. Got a couple more boys who decided to show up at the last second, even though I already did pollinate these girls, but got more pollen to save for the next lovely lady that will come around. See if I can get her pollinated. If not, no big deal. Like I said, this is all in fun, especially since how outside time is coming. I did have a lady down here that I pollinated, and as you can see, this is dying here, but she's staying green. So might get another squash out of it. This lady, she's being kind of stubborn. She's not really changing too much. I mean, maybe if I go week to week, look, there might be a big difference. Well, it's getting larger, but I think it's kind of staying the same. But again, all in fun, no big deal. I put one of the extra fish peppers that was overgrowing the thing that was in here because this is a tall tower, so I could grow like a 5 foot tall plant. I now know that fish peppers want to stay tall and really fight to grow tall, so I won't grow fish peppers inside, I don't think, anymore, because it's been quite the battle to contain them, as you'll see in a second. Like I said, doing weekly updates, there is a, that you didn't see last week, there's a jalapeno on here finally this week. Is it worth growing this plant for one jalapeno? Not doing anything else anyway. But there are way more prolific varieties that I grow. And then we've got again, these are all things that I harvest off of continuously. Smells like licorice to me. This is the Thai basil. We do have flowers on this jalapeno. So it's kind of funny. They're the same plant. I don't know if there's any flowers on this one. Same plant. Again, the dill is, of course, bounced right back. You know, you can cut the dill and it'll just come right back. I got the Genovese basil. I've got some more lemon balm back here. And then next to it, I've got the Iadu 8-pod unit that has the tomatoes, the AeroGarden Golden Harvest cherry tomatoes. See, there's a few down here. So not much is too much is happening. Next to that is and I did say, I think I said this is a normal jalapeno. This is supposed to be the AeroGarden's jalapeno. So as you can see, this is way bigger, and I've grown it before, and it was shorter. So this variety that they're growing is definitely not meant for anything under probably the farm. I wouldn't even really try to grow this in the Bounty or the XL. It's just too tall. But still, never not try because you never know. This is next to it is the Zimhu unit. That's, again, you can see everything's kind of exploded out. And again, I kind of think I blame that because of the temperature change that was in the house. It got really hot, so everything kind of exploded. But I'm not mad at it. I'm just gonna let it do. I'll just keep trimming it back from the light. When anything touches light gets trimmed. Anything wants to grow outside of it, feel free. As long as it doesn't knock the plant over, I don't care. It gets me peppers. So it's kind of fun. All right, be right back. I'm working my way backwards here. This is the lipstick pepper. Again, just getting bigger and bigger. There's my hand. There's the pepper. There's a bunch of them. Look at all these. I don't know why this is called lipstick pepper other than the color, because this thing is huge. No jokes about... Never mind. Anyway. Next to that is the basil. Every day. I trim this thing out the light, and every day it's back up in the light. But again, I'm not complaining because I use it pretty much almost every day in my cooking. And I have a gallon freezer bag full of it in my freezer. So I just chop it off, and I cut this last night. So literally before I went to bed. So this has been maybe 10 hours since I trimmed it all way away from the light. It's already up touching the light. So that's what it does. It smells okay to me. It does. See, my wife says it smells like pure lemon to her. To me, it smells like basil. I like the taste. She really enjoys it. She says it's like very lemony, so that's cool. This is my Fresno chili pepper, which is going crazy. Which, again, definitely not mad at. Do your thing. There's a little baby one right there. And this thing, once the Fresno takes off, at least in my experience in the AeroGarden, you look at all these flowers. Beautiful. It will produce at least 10 peppers a week once it starts getting going. It's still slow. Like, it's probably going to be another, I'd say, before these turn red, 3 weeks, maybe a month. We'll see. It kind of depends on the plant's mood. But these are full-size Fresno chili peppers. And again, they'll just start, like all these flowers here. Oops. Turn that light, knock the light off. All these flowers will start kicking out the peppers. And there are a ton buried. See if I can try to show you some, because they really like to hide. See, there you go. Peppers. Love them. Next to that is the fish pepper. Again, the fish pepper is not really big and growing inside, because look at this. This is almost to the ceiling. But there's a ton of flowers here, so I'm just going to let it do its thing. It's not falling over because of the way the plant grew. As you can see, it's got a stable base. And I got these stakes that are not really even doing anything. I just put them there just to, help the plant grow up. But it's got a stable base, and it's got these long, spindly, but yet, they're thick, so they're stable stems going up it. And you can see I just cut it like I did all the other ones, away from the light. As soon as it touches the light, I trim it back. And we do have, again, a lot happens in a week. There is a fish pepper. So we'll see what happens with that. So at least I got one. All right. As always, herbs, going nuts, always trimming them, always going right back. The big change that, if you look at my last video from a week ago, all of these were very small. And I was like, this is look at this is the cinnamon basil. Look how fast that thing's growing. Just taking off. Still smells like bubble gum. This is cinnamon gum. You can see it kind of wore. I wear spots on the leaf from constantly rubbing it because it smells so good. But the plant won't care. And then all this down here will, like the other one, once it gets going, it'll be every single day I'll be cutting bags and bags of it off and putting it in my food, or putting it in, like you have a glass of 7-Up or whatever, you tear a few of these leaves off, crush them in there, you'll get a nice flavored something for your drink or tea or whatever. So yeah, so this would have the cinnamon essence. These are just your regular basil essence, purple basil flavor. We'll see when they get bigger. Look at this beautiful purple basil. Love it. It's already getting that beautiful color. So this one was kind of more compact than this variety, so we'll see. Like I said, I don't know if there's going to be much difference, but we'll see. The lemon balm that I have grown in the sprout is, again, I have cut and cut and cut Again, I also have bags and bags in the freezer of this. But again, of course, I'm not mad at it because, you know, why would you be? I can use it, cook it every day. It's awesome. Be right back. I'm over here rearranging some things because I want to. This is a this here is a Fresno chili pepper. It's grown cracky style. It's pretty happy. I haven't decided what I'm going to put this one yet. There's an update to my strawberry. As you can see, there was just one leaf sticking out the top. Now we got multiple leaves, and it's been just a few days. So the strawberry is pretty happy. And then that there is the fish pepper. And above it, this thing I've been cutting off of. This is another lemon balm. Been cutting off that pretty much every day because it grows like crazy. The space here, I haven't decided what I'm going to put. I do have another box that's like this that I made a long time ago. Well, I can show it. Hold on. Yeah, a bunch of things I ordered from Amazon on top of it. There we go. So I'm thinking I might put this here. Again, this is something I made. I made this like before I even got an AeroGarden because I was looking at hydroponic growing and thought I could try that, and did. And I grew, you know, things in here. I'm either going to try to grow some kohlrabi or I might put 2 more strawberry plants in it. I haven't decided yet, but I'm excited for it. Whatever I decide. Well, that there was a pepper I was trying to propagate. So far I'm striking out on the cuttings. A few of them have rooted in other systems, and the ones I put in here just didn't want to take off. There's just that's the Mighty Mini cherry tomato. Oh, forgot to show next to it. That's the same plant, Mighty Mini cherry tomato. And you can see we got lots of flowers. I moved it down here because it was getting tall and touching the top of the light. Here's the other one, has tons of little, those will all, hopefully all be little tomatoes. So excited about that. Again, it's not my favorite variety, but it's a tasty enough variety. It's just, yeah, I'll show you in a second. You got the Mighty Mini that produces kind of a tiny, you know, like, I'd say small grape-sized red cherry tomatoes. They're not very sweet. They're not. They're good. They're just not as delicious. You know, when you, it's kind of like if you have a cheap cut of steak and you got a super expensive cut of steak. You want that expensive cut of steak because you know it's delicious. So this is a good tomato, but it's not as good as the one I'll show you in a second. At least to my palate. So other people might think it's the most delicious tomato they've ever had, and that would be awesome because it's very easy to grow. You see, you can. Oh, lost my angel. No, come back. Trying to show the mint is going down the wall back. So next is the lemon balm cutting. There's 2 more pepper cuttings. They haven't decided whether they want to live or not. Not really growing too many roots, but we'll see. There's 2 times. I moved 1 time out of the bottle just because I want to start some flowers and other things in the bottles. Anyway, as I was talking about tomatoes, this is the Orange Hat cherry tomato, and look at these. Gorgeous. And these aren't ready yet. These are yellow. They will turn a pumpkiny orange when they're, like as you can see back there, they will turn a darker orange, orangey orange, when they're ready. These are pretty much near ready. Now, one thing with a plant like this is it's a determinate variety, and once it feels it's done its job, the plant will die. So typically what I do is when they reach this stage, I'll pluck them off. You see back in there, I'll pluck them off at this color and then just leave them on a plate near on the table, and they will ripen up fully. Because right now at this stage they're good, they're kind of bitter. You know, it depends on if you like acidic tomatoes, this is probably a stage for you. I like the sweet tomato taste. And so I like them when they're fully orange, but Look how prolific this plant has been, and that's why I like growing the orange hat over the Mighty Mini. But I also do love the bonsai cherry tomato. Has a real delicious tomato flavor, but that's a indeterminate plant, and it's kind of sporadic the way it grows. But it's got really delicious tomatoes. But this is kind of like my old faithful, reliable when I want some quick to grow beautiful indoor tomatoes. All right, be back. All right, and last but not least is my Zimhu unit that's growing the sweet chocolate bell peppers. You can see all of these beautiful flowers and all of these peppers. Look at them all. You can see all of the peppers going in there, and then you got peppers all down here. So yeah, so I'm excited to try growing these outside as well, and that's kind of what I'm going to concentrate on the next indoor garden update. You'll see the what's happening with these guys, of course, but I will be starting all my outdoor seeds in a AeroGarden, probably the Bounty unit. Either I haven't decided whether I'm use the Harvest or the Bounty unit, and start my outdoor plants. So we get to keep progress on that, and of course be updated on all these fun indoor plants. Look at that, beautiful. All right, any comments, questions in the comment section? Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. Have an awesome day.